What's going on, everybody? We are back. We are back. We are back. When I say we, I mean me. I know the podcast cannot see you guys are listening, but for the Facebook and YouTube viewers, you see that I am by myself, solo dolo tonight. I have kicked Dante out of the show. I was tired of him. He wasn't professional. He stunk. And no, I'm just playing. But I am solo dolo tonight. Dante is in a little bit of pain. He's having some issues where he was unable to come out tonight and do the show. So um, I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna see if I can maybe connect him live because he can't be to the show. Maybe I can have the split screen of the live views, how that goes. But I don't know how that'll go as far as audio because I'm sure he's going to use his cell phone. So we'll see what happens. But again, this is Black and White, just sports. I'm Pat. And of course, as you see, Dante is not here tonight. It's just me. But we wanted to get an episode because there's a lot going on in sports this past week since our last episode. So I had to at least hop on and start talking about what's going on. So with that being said, I'm going to get into it real quick. Our podcasts. I have to look it up. Excuse me for the moment because I got to find where I got them all listed. Hope everybody's having a good day. Good college football day. Here we go. Yes, podcast. If you got Anchor, Google Podcast, Spotify, Breaker, Castbox, Overcast, Podcasts, Radio Public, or Stitcher. We're on all those. Check it out. Listen. Subscribe. Also, YouTube. Go to Black and White Just Sports YouTube page. Subscribe for us. Subscribe. We need the followers or subscribers, whatever you want to call it, on YouTube, man. We're trying to get that page going. So go to the YouTube page. Subscribe. We say it every week, and we're not getting the participation. I really need y'all support. Go to the YouTube page. Subscribe. The Facebook group Black and White Just Sports, the Facebook page Black and White Just Sports, Instagram Black and White Just Sports _ between every word. Also, the Twitter page is up. I'm trying to mess with it a little bit, like I said earlier. Never really been a Twitter user, so I'm just trying to see what the hell's going on with that. But Twitter is up, Black and White Just Sports as well. With that being said, let's get into this episode. So, the biggest news I think that came out of this week is Kareem Hunt has been released by the Kansas City Chiefs. A video surfaced from February. He was over here in Cleveland. I think it's the 9 downtown, the hotel there. He had an incident with a young lady. The TMZ video surfaced. As usual, TMZ always be on the drama shit, so they get it out there. But they played the video this what was it, yesterday or today? I think it was yesterday. And yesterday they showed the video. He had an altercation. Going through the videos, through what his friend said. I really didn't hear what the girl said that much, but apparently what his friend said. If you see the video, you see that it got physical. He pushed a friend into her. They fell. At the end of the incident, at the end of the video I saw on TMZ, he kind of gives her a little shove with his foot, and she falls to the ground again. I don't remember seeing any punches, real physical kicks to hurt. I saw the push with the foot. It looks like Kareem Hunt pushed one of his friends into her, and they both fell over. But it's not good, man. You you as a man shouldn't be, trying to attack women, and that's kind of how it looks at this point with that video. It looks like he literally tried to attack her. He's had friends, and there was a girl in the video. I think it may have been his girlfriend because friends of his on TMZ was talking about how his girlfriend kind of tried to step in. So I don't know if one of the other girls in the video was his girlfriend, but there was a girl try to step in, and it looked like some of his friends tried to step in, and he just couldn't hold back. He tried to push through his friends. He's pushing his friends. He's pushing people, you know what I mean? And he's going after the girl. So it doesn't look good at all. I just want to say one thing. Like I said, I don't condone any of this, but shame on all these sports shows and sports channels and sports reporters that even mention Kareem Hunt's name with Ray Rice. It's honestly, in my opinion, despicable. Ray Rice was on video literally beating the crap out of his wife, like punching her in the face, dragging her by the hair, just literally whooping her ass. And they have compared this Kareem Hunt incident to that, and it is in no way, shape, or form even close. And like I said, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that what he did isn't wrong, but there's no way in hell that you can even compare the two. This man wasn't beating on this woman. He wasn't pulling her by her hair. He wasn't punching her in the face. He went after her and he pushed her with his foot, possibly kick, however you want to, consider it, call it. But man, there's no way, shape, or form anywhere near the Ray Rice incident. So anybody that said that, man, shame on them, man. Really, shame on them. But looking at the TMZ info is what I'm going off of. His friend says that this girl was 19 years old and drunk. They're claiming that she's drunk. They went up to the hotel room, and I guess he's saying they asked her to leave. She wanted to hang out, and when they asked her to leave, she got pretty upset at that point. The friend claims that the girl says that she had like no money to get home, and he even gave her some money for an Uber, and that didn't satisfy her. The friend says that Kareem Hunt's girlfriend, that's why I mentioned her, I don't know who it was in the video, try to step in and kind of calm the situation down. And apparently, from the friend's point of view, or from what he's saying, is the girl at hand was like dogging the girlfriend too. Kareem Hunt's friend claims that this girl called them the N word, and got physical. So, like I said, I don't condone it, but and I wasn't there. Time will kind of play out, and maybe we'll see the whole picture and who was in the right, who was in the wrong. But the way that they're painting this girl is like she was the aggressor. Um, she was obnoxious. She was belligerent. She was violent, and they try to keep calm as best they could. And no matter what they did, she was like on attack mode. So I don't know. The Kansas City Chiefs have released Kareem Hunt. He's done. He's on the commissioner's exempt list, which means he can't go to practice. He can't play. He can't even attend games at this point. So people are starting to wonder, is Kareem Hunt's career done? I don't think it's done. For sure, it's done this season. There's no way in hell he's coming back this season. The NFL is going to try to investigate. They're going to go through their little, tunnels and not loopholes, but their routes to see what's actually happened and get the videos from the hotel, the police, and this, that, and the third. So they're going to do their due diligence and go from there. But like I said, his career, I don't think is done. As far as the season, there's no way he's coming back. There's no way in hell he's coming back. It just looks too bad right now. And like I said, the Chiefs released him. There's not going to be a team to pick him up. And what was there? Like 5 weeks left. I think it's week 14. So maybe 3 weeks left. Nobody's going to pick him up. And that's the end of it for this year. We'll see what happens next year. Like I said, I don't think his career is finished. But as far as this year, he's done. There's no coming back from that. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know that it's necessarily his fault, but as a celebrity, as a pro athlete, you need to know better. His friends tried to hold him back on multiple occasions from the video I saw, and he would not just let it go. I don't know if he was furious over if she called him the N word or one of his friends the N word. I don't know if he was mad about her possibly allegedly hitting his friends or him or his girlfriend. I don't know what it is, but this man was like in red and just kept going, pushing people out the way, yelling from what it looked like, trying to get past his friends and people trying to hold him back. Man, you're a pro athlete, you're a millionaire. There's everyday citizens out here that will look to get over, and they will, antagonize you, and they will push your buttons until they can get you into that spot where you attack them. And this could have been the situation. He should know better, man. he's put his career possibly in jeopardy. So we'll see what happens, man. But you got to do better, man. When you're in the public view like these athletes or musicians and movie stars, you just got to know that people are watching, especially this day and age. This is the social media age. This is the camera age, cell phones, smartphones, smart watches, all that shit. You're gonna get recorded whatever the fuck you do, man. Somewhere, somehow, somebody is watching you, man. You gotta be smart. And he wasn't smart. Like I said, his friends tried to hold him back, and he wouldn't even allow that, man. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I don't personally think he's done for his career, but this year for sure he's finished. Um, we'll see what happens, man. Sticking with the NFL, give me a second. Sticking with the NFL, man. Maybe the upset of the year. Everybody was hating on my Cowboys, man. Nobody gave them a chance against the Saints, and they shut the Saints down, man. Drew Brees couldn't get nothing going. Kamara couldn't get nothing going. Thomas couldn't get nothing going. That defense was ferocious for the most part. Um, the offense wasn't incredible for the Dallas Cowboys, but they got it done and they put up enough points to win the game. Amari Cooper, man, I'm gonna say this. This man is a totally different player than what he was with the Raiders. And I've heard a couple people talking about, oh, it's only 4, 3, 4, 5 games, man. It's nothing. This man is averaging like at least like 6 catches and like 70 yards per game, if not more. This dude is balling. The Raiders fucked him up, especially John Gruden, man. That man fucked his career up. Did not give him, the opportunities he needed, man. He is thriving in Dallas, man. Shout out to Amari Cooper. That man might be the savior of the Cowboys this year because they had no type of receivers. Now they got a real threat. He's opening up, options for the other receivers. And Zeke is still running. I mean, Zeke didn't even have a real big game from what I remember. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick. Give me 1 second. I just want to see if I can get the stats. I didn't have Zeke's stats, but I don't think he had an outstanding game. None of the rushing. I'm with the Saints. Let me get the Cowboys here. So yeah, Ezekiel Elliott, 76 yards. I mean, that's a good game. 23 attempts, 76 yards. Receiving wise, he had 6 passes. He had a good game. Talk that. About 130 yards, 140 yards total. And a touchdown. Yeah, he showed out as usual. Cooper, 8 receptions, 75 yards, man. He is having an impact. All them Amari Cooper haters, shut up, man. He is doing his thing, man. He is stepping up. Like I said, nobody gave the Cowboys a real chance, for real. The Saints that came out, I think they won 10 in a row at that point. They were fucking on fire. Drew Brees was tearing up anybody that played him, putting up numbers ridiculously. No one was stopping their offense. Kamara was balling. Just everything. Everything was going right for the Saints. And the Cowboys, man, that defense stepped up big time, man. Them linebackers for the Cowboys ain't no joke, man. They might be the best linebacker core in the NFL. But yeah, they shut Drew Brees down for the most part. Drew Brees, 127 yards passing and a touchdown and interception, man. They roughed him up and they put the pressure on him and he did not succeed. So I'm like, like I said, I tell you all the time, I'm a fucking Cowboys homer, man. I've been a Cowboys fan since I was like 7, 8. I don't, when they was back in the Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin days. That was my team, man. I've been a fan ever since. But I'm like, they're a legitimate threat for the NFC now. The Saints, yeah, they took a loss. I mean, does that mean they're vulnerable? Not necessarily. They've been on a tear, and a team that wins 10 in a row is gonna fall at some point. So, I mean, they're about to lose, but Cowboys are striding right now. I think they've won 4 in a row. Let's see if I can bring it up real quick. Let's see. Yeah, Saints, Redskins, Falcons, and Eagles. 4 in a row right now. Well, actually, yeah, the four 4 in a row, man, against good teams. The Eagles, the Falcons. Well, Falcons ain't that good. But the Redskins was leading the division, and they took over, and then they beat the Saints, man. Cowboys, watch out for the Cowboys. They are going to be a problem. They are a real threat in the NFC now. The Rams, see, the Saints are going to be in the mix. Cowboys for sure. Other than that, let's see. Rams. Seahawks will probably be in the wild card. I mean, will they? Maybe. I don't know. Seahawks and Vikings are looking like the wild card teams right now, but the Panthers are there too. Saints, Bears, I don't think are a legitimate threat. I think they will win the division. Rams are a real threat. Cowboys are a real threat, and the Saints are a real threat. The wild card's a toss-up, man. You got the Redskins, you got the Seahawks, you got the Vikings, you got the Panthers, maybe the Packers. Aaron Rodgers was talking in that post-game interview like he's naming teams off game by game, like he, feels like it's a win coming with every game he named off. But we'll see, man. But there's about 2 or 3 teams in that wild card. But the only real legitimate teams, I think, in the NFC: Rams, Cowboys, and Saints. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll definitely see what happens. I'm a happy fan, man. I'm really happy right now. The Cowboys started off slow. They had no passing game. Dak Prescott looked terrible. He's looking good again. Now that he has a passing game, Zeke is still balling. So, yeah, keep it up, Cowboys. How about them Cowboys, man? America's team. We're going to switch it up, man. Something I really wanted to talk about with Dante, because I want to have his opinion too, but something we have not talked about at all. Luka Doncic. Doncic. Man, this motherfucker is balling. He was really hyped coming in to the NBA. Came over from Spain. And people were talking about he's, the next big thing. And he's the next superstar. And I'm just like, man, I don't believe in this guy. It's this little chubby white dude. He looks slow. He's putting these moves on these dudes in the Spanish league, and when he gets to the NBA, he's not gonna do shit, man. He's gonna be shut down. These dribbles, he's not gonna get to the basket. He's gonna be ripped all the time. Man, he's a bum. He's gonna be a bust. I have been shown different. Let me tell you, Luka Doncic is balling, man. He's giving buckets out left and right. This dude is pulling up from like fucking half court, crossing folks up, getting to the basket, dropping some dimes. Man, this dude is balling, man. I gotta give it to him, man. I really thought he was gonna be a bust, and he is not, man. This motherfucker is, probably one of the next stars in this next, generation of NBA stars. The LeBrons, the Melos, the Steph Curry's still a little bit younger, and KD's still a little bit younger, but that generation is getting older, and the new crew's coming in. I think Luka's gonna be one of the big top stars in the league for years to come. That man is balling. I'm lost. I'm a loss for words because this dude is doing shit I didn't think he can do against NBA talent, man. I really didn't think he could. He looks slow, and honestly, you watch him, man. He doesn't look fast. He doesn't really look quick in the league against these guys, but nobody's ripping him, and this motherfucker's pulling up from wherever he wants to. He's getting to the basket damn near at will. And the Mavericks right now are the AC. They're 10-10. I didn't even, Dirk's not playing. Even Dirk's like 49 years old right now. Should have been retired like 6 seasons ago. So I'm not even gonna mention Dirk. His career is done. His time's over. So with him being back, they're not a better team with him because he's just slow, and he's done. I mean, he's slow. He can't get to the basket. I don't know what he can do at this point. I really don't, man. He looks like a giraffe running at this point. So awkward, just tall, lanky, and not doing nothing, man. So when he gets back, will he help? I think minimal he'll help. But yeah, Luka, man, this dude is fucking balling, man. I give him his props, man. I thought he was a bust for sure. he's getting the shit done, man. He looks like a player. He is impressive. He really has impressed me, man. And we haven't talked about him much because, I mean, the Mavericks are mediocre. They're not great. They're not bad. They're they'll they'll fight for the eighth or seventh seed when the end of towards the end of the season. A lot of teams, man. The West just doesn't look great right now. I mean, it's the beginning of the season. There's a lot of injuries. Just a lot of people not performing well. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Luka, man, this dude averaging 18 points, 4 assists. I thought he'd average more than 4 assists. So I'm a little shocked by that. I thought he'd be about 6 or 7, and we'll see what happens, man, as the season goes. And then 6 rebounds. And like I said, they're 10-10, which is better than I thought, and they're the eighth seed right now. And I mean, eighth seed in the beginning of December. What does that say? Not much. We'll see where they're at come February after the All-Star break. We'll see where they're at. But hey, he is very impressive, man. I'm excited to see this dude play. I want to start watching some more of the Mavericks games because he's balling, man. This motherfucker's nice. Yeah, see, it's hard, man. This shit's hard doing this shit on your own, man. It's kind of nice to have someone to go back and forth with, someone to kind of step in when you're kind of out of breath or have nothing else to say. But Dante, like I said, he was, I guess, doing some push-ups. Someone said, hey, Dante, you can't do 5 push-ups. He was doing like 3 and got injured. So apparently Dante can't do 5 push-ups. He got hurt on the third one. But sticking with the NBA, we're going to go to the Warriors. Are they a disappointment? Yes and no. They're a disappointment because they're 15-8. But they're not a disappointment because Steph's hurt. Draymond is apparently hurt. I think it's more so his feelings, and they're like, hey, leave KD alone and just shut up and sit on the bench. And then Boogie Cousins does not play. I think he's played like 1 game, if that. He's not playing either. So they're 14-8. I'm sorry, 15-8. They're the 4th seed in the West. So by those standards, they're a disappointment. They're fucking Warriors. They're 3 out of the last 4 years they've won the championship, and they're the 4th seed right now. It shouldn't be that way. But I was dogging KD. I wasn't dogging him, but I was busting KD's chops the last episode because I think without Steph, they were like 5-4 the last 10 games, something like that. But the last, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Last 5 games. Well, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 6 games they got. 1, 2, 3. I think they're 3-3. They lost to the Raptors in overtime. I think it was overtime. But KD put up, what do you have? 51 points. 51 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. They lost to the Raptors. Like I said, man, Dante's not here, so I can rub it in his face. The Raptors are the best team in the East, number 1, and they are still balling. They beat the Warriors. He put up 49 against the Magic. It's the Magic, whatever. I mean, they're not a good team, and they won. They beat the Kings. He put up 44. Kings are an up-and-coming team. Trying to see, where are they? Do I have? The Kings are 13th. I mean, they're 10-11. So, like I said earlier, the Mavericks are 10-10, and the Kings at 10-11 are 13th. So you see how where the 8th seed is. But shit, the Kings are surprising this year. Fox is a dog, man. So let's see something real quick. Yeah, Fox is a dog, man. He's a baller. But yeah, the Warriors beat the Kings, and it was a close one. I think they beat them by They beat them by 1 point. 1 point they beat the Kings by. So, what else was it? The Trailblazers. They whooped the Trailblazers' ass. I was actually surprised about that. They beat them 125-97. Durant put up another 32. Then they lost to the Thunder and they lost to the Spurs. All these games, there's no Draymond, there's no Steph, and there's no Boogie Cousins. So I'm like, man, is KD finally stepping up, or is it he's doing what he has to do because 3 of his players are out? I'm leaning more towards he's doing what he has to do, and he's putting up these numbers because 3 players are out. You put up 51, 49, 44, and 32 in like consecutive games. It's for a reason, and that's because basically you're the only offense. He's got him and Clay right now. And Clay's putting up numbers, but he doesn't have Steph. He doesn't have Draymond. So there's 20, 30. Boogie Cousins, I still don't know how he's going to play in the team, but I say at least 15. So there's a good 40 to 50 points that he's missing out on right there. So he's got to step up. I mean, he has no choice. So, I mean, like I said, I'll give him his piece, man. He's putting up numbers. But again, they're doing okay. They're beating teams that they should. Raptors they lost to. They beat the Magic. They should beat them. Beat the Kings. They should beat them. Trailblazers, I mean, that's a toss-up game, and the Trailblazers are pretty good. They lost to the Thunder, which Thunder aren't even that good this year. And they lost to the Spurs, and the Spurs aren't even that good this year. I think the Spurs are 10-12. 10-12, yeah. Thunder, they're better than I thought. Thunder are actually 14-7, so they're a little better than I thought. So, I mean, he's beating the teams he needs to, and he's not beating the teams that are actually, contenders in the West. Except where the Trailblazers at? Let me make sure I correct myself. Trailblazers are 7th, so I think their record's a little better than what they really are. But we'll see, man. Are the Warriors finally finished, man? I hope so, but we'll see. Once they get healthy, it's probably going to be a different season. I honestly don't think they're really going to push any of their players until after the New Year's. December will probably be slow. They'll probably have their players for a Christmas game. You'll see Draymond and Steph for sure probably on Christmas Day because, the NBA, that's one of the NBA's biggest days. Boogie Cousins, I don't know what the fuck's going on with this. I feel like they're not even going to play this guy to the playoffs. We'll see what happens. But Warriors, unfortunately, at the end of the day, I think once they get healthy, they are hands down the favorite to win the whole thing. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to jump into college football. We haven't been talking about it a lot, but it's coming down to the nitty-gritty, the end of the season, man. It's about to be playoff season, bowl season. The bowls don't really mean that much anymore because they got the playoffs, so the bowls is what they is. I mean, I think they throw the bowls in for playoff games, but at the end of the day, it's all about the playoffs. Oklahoma, they won. They beat Texas today, so they were number 5. Look for them to move up because Alabama. Gosh. Woo. Like I said, people, this is why I need my partner. Dante is being a little sissy and doesn't want to come do the show because he's having some period problems apparently or whatever, some back problems. I'm hurting. I can't sit up. Do the show without me. And it's crazy because this man hasn't even jumped in like on the comments or to view the show. So me and Dante are going to have some words later, man. Can't believe him. I was going to try to interact with him, try to, include him live and have him jump in, but he hasn't even watched the show. Good partner there, man. Thanks a lot, Dante. But what else want? Alabama, not Alabama or whatever the hell I was saying. Alabama beat Alabama. I said it again. Alabama beat Georgia tonight. Okay, Georgia was number 4. They were the 4th seed. Alabama beat them. Alabama's gonna drop out the top 4. Notre Dame was number 3. They don't have a game because they don't have a fucking conference, which I think is ridiculous. Put them in a fucking conference, let them go to the fucking conference championship and prove themselves, and then see where it goes. But Notre Dame's not leaving their number 3. Alabama is not leaving their number 1. They beat Georgia. Clemson is number 2. I want to talk about Clemson real quick because this shit has pissed me off so fucking much. Give me a second. I got to wet my whistle here. This shit has pissed me off so fucking much because Alabama is ranked, or not Alabama, Clemson is ranked number 2 in the fucking nation. And this shit is a fucking travesty. It's ridiculous. They are literally going off of past years in the name of Clemson. Let's look at their fucking schedule here. They've played Furman Paladins with their first game. Of course they won. Texas A&M was ranked 19. They beat them. Georgia Southern, Georgia Tech, Syracuse, Wake Forest, North Carolina State, Florida State, which is terrible this year. They've been good lately. They're having a destructive year. They are terrible. They suck. They are nothing. They're not ranked. Florida State sucks this year. Louisville sucks. Boston College, Duke, South Carolina, and tonight they play Pitt. How the fuck are they number 2 with this schedule? This shit is ridiculous. They have one win over a top 25 team, and they are ranked fucking 2nd in the nation. Yes, they're undefeated. Yes, they're in the ACC. The ACC sucks, so I don't want to hear anything about the ACC. How the fuck are they in the top 4? They are literally in the top 4 based off of their fucking name and their past history. This shit's ridiculous. This schedule should not get them in the fucking playoffs. I will give Oklahoma because they've played some teams and they beat them. Ohio State has played some teams. They haven't been convincing and they lost Purdue. Oh, Purdue. They want to talk about Purdue. They want to talk about Maryland. They want to talk about Indiana. Guess what? They won against Maryland. They beat Indiana. They lost Purdue. Shit happens. But put Clemson's schedule up against Ohio State. It's not even fucking close. Clemson needs to get the fuck out of the top 4. Alabama 1. We'll go Oklahoma 2. Notre Dame 3 because they didn't play nobody. And Ohio State should be 4 if they beat Northwestern tonight. Clemson's playing right now and Ohio State's playing right now. Clemson should not be in the top 4. This shit is ridiculous. You look at this fucking schedule. It is a fucking joke that they are top 4. I don't care that they've blown out all these fucking teams. I don't give 2 shits about that. This schedule is a fucking joke. And if you are a Clemson fan, you should laugh at yourself in the mirror to think that they're a real competitor playing these fucking teams. It's fucking ridiculous. So Alabama's in. Oklahoma will be in because they were 5th. Georgia lost. Georgia's dropping out. Notre Dame is in because they're 3rd. They didn't play nobody. They're not going anywhere. Clemson's number 2. If they beat Pitt, they're in. If they lose, then Ohio State's in. I hope to God that Pitt beats them and pulls out some stupid upset because Clemson is fucking ridiculous with this bullshit-ass schedule. Fuck Clemson and fuck their schedule, okay? That's how I feel, man. I'm pissed about that. When I saw this guy, I thought Clemson was a lot better than what they are. I saw the schedule. It's a fucking joke, man. Fucking joke. So, yeah, like I said, Ohio State's playing now. They're playing Northwestern. Let's see if I can bring this up without shaking the camera too much. Let's see. See if I can get a couple updates for you guys. I'm sure at this point you're probably watching and not watching me. Ohio State's up 7-0 in the first quarter. Clemson's up 14-0. How the fuck is Clemson 2, man? That shit's ridiculous, man. All right, moving on. Dante hasn't jumped in. I try to ask Dante to do the predicts with me, at least text me and predict with me. Let's see if I can. We already went over it last week. I think we tied. Yeah, last week we tied. He's like I said, he's not here to predict with me, so I'll put my predictions in. Maybe I'll give him a call tomorrow. Send him some flowers because he's hurting and sad. But I'll get my predictions going. All right, Saints, Cowboys. How about the motherfucking Cowboys, baby, man? You fucking Cowboy haters, eat a dick, man. Cowboys won, Saints lost, man. So we're going to go with the Bears, Giants. I have to look into this because last week I got the Bears. I did not know Mitchell Trubisky was out. So I need to look if Mitchell Trubisky is playing. Let's see if I can click on the team and see if he's playing. News. Let me check out the news. Sorry, people. It's just going to take a second. I just got to see if Trubisky's playing. Chase Daniels, particularly adapt now and taking your ball. Daniels passes the only turnover. Trey Burton. Bears probably make stay. So it looks like Chase Daniels is going to play again. Okay. So Chase Daniels is playing. I'm going with the Giants. Let me write my name here. I'm gonna go with the Giants over the Bears because Mitchell Trubisky is not playing. So Mitchell Trubisky was playing out for sure going to Bears, but Cardinals Packers. This game sucks, man. It really does, and it's sad to say because Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback. Some of y'all think he's the best quarterback ever. I totally disagree with y'all. But I'm gonna go with the Packers. The Cardinals are just not that good. The Packers bounce back from a lot of bullshit that they've been going through. Colts and Jaguars. This game shouldn't even be close. The fucking Colts are on a roll. Andrew Luck looks to be back to where he is at from his draft status. I am going Colts all the way. I think what's his name? I gotta look. I can't even think of it. It's the old Browns quarterback. Why can I never think of his name? Cody Kessler. I think Cody Kessler's playing. Let me check. I can't see. It's not bringing it. Either way, I don't care if they got Cody Kessler or Blake Bortles. Either way, they lose, man. Colts beat the Jaguars. Browns Texans. This, honestly, in my opinion, I'm gonna pull a Dante. Game of the week. Game of the week. This is a game of the week for me. Texans are on a fucking roll, man. Deshaun Watson, I stand corrected, man. I admit my wrongs. This man is a fucking baller, man. This dude gets it done. He is balling. He's got his team playing good. The Texans, I believe, have won like 8 or 9 in a row. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8 in a row, man. 8 in a fucking row. They are balling right now. But with all that being said, I'm gonna go with that dangerous man. He woke up feeling dangerous. I don't know what it is. Probably because I'm a Cleveland native and I'm a homer with that. I am taking the Browns, man. I think Baker Mayfield is going to have a good game in that dome. It's a good, nice break from the fucking cold weather here in Cleveland, the shitty rain, snow that we've got going on here. Actually, Sunday is supposed to be in the 50s, so it wouldn't be actually that bad. You know what I mean? But they'll be out in Texas in the turf. I think they got a dome out there in Houston. I think it's gonna be a shootout, man. I really do. I'm gonna give the Browns defense a slight edge over the Texans. I think both of their defenses are good. With that being said, Baker's more prone to making the mistakes being a rookie than Deshaun Watson, with a couple years under his belt. But I think Baker's gonna fucking pull this off. He's gonna wake up feeling dangerous, people. Watch out. I called it now. Browns over the Texans, man. I can't wait to watch that game. Panthers, Buccaneers. This is not even a game. I'm going Panthers. Bucks suck. Jameis Winston's done. The Buccaneers need to move on. It's over for his career. He's continually been mediocre. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about the game, man. It sucks. Panthers, Cam Newton wins. Bills and Dolphins. This is another crappy game. Who's home? I think the Dolphins are. The Dolphins are at home. I'm going Bills, man. Fuck is his name? I hate when I can't. Excuse me. What the fuck is the quarterback's name? The fucking rookie players. I think Josh Allen. I don't know why it's so hard to remember. Josh Allen. He beat the Jags last week. It wasn't impressive. He didn't have a big game. I think he had like 120 yards, some bullshit like that. But the Dolphins suck, man. I'm going to go with the Bills over the Dolphins. I think Josh Allen will have a decent game. He didn't throw a lot, but he rushed a lot. So, yeah, Bills over the Dolphins, man. That game sucks. Broncos, Bengals. This game is not that good. I think Bengals are at home, but I don't give them anything. I don't give them any props. I'm going with the Broncos. I just think the Bengals are on a downslide. Marvin Lewis is going to be on the way out. They're going to give that job to Hugh Jackson. Good luck with that, man. Good luck with Hugh. We dealt with him for too long here in Cleveland, man. So y'all have that bullshit. Broncos over the Bengals, man. That game sucks too, man. Ravens Falcons. This is interesting because the Falcons are home, and the Falcons are usually very well, a very good team at home. But man, I got a feeling about Lamar Jackson. He's on a roll. I think he's won 2 games in a row. He's putting up decent numbers. Passing, nothing crazy, but man, he's running all over the fucking teams. I'm gonna go with the fucking Ravens, man. Lamar Jackson is about to get it done, baby. Ravens over the Falcons. Falcons are at home. They drop it to the Ravens. Rams, Lions, it's not even close. Doesn't matter if the Lions are home because it just benefits the Rams more because they're in a dome, man. The Rams are gonna fucking roll over the fucking Lions. Not even close. Chiefs, Raiders. I would say it's interesting because Kareem Hunt is finished, but it's not. The Raiders suck. It's not even a game. It's going to be out in California, so it's going to be decent weather. Chiefs win, man. Wholeheartedly, not even close. I don't even think it's going to be a close game, to be honest with you. Pat Mahomes puts up numbers. Let's see if I can. What's his name? I don't know. Play. This is Spencer Ware. I think is the new number 1 running back, and from what I heard, he's a good dude. Like, you know, as far as NFL, you know, a player. He's a good player. His personality, I don't know. I don't even give a fuck about that. But yeah, I heard he's a decent running back. So, I mean, will he have the impact Kareem Hunt has? No chance in hell. There's not too many people that can, you know, fill the shoes of a Kareem Hunt right now. But I think he'll do enough with Pat Mahomes throwing probably 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Chiefs whoop on the Raiders. Jets and Titans, man. This game sucks again. Tired of these shitty games. Then I gotta just fucking pick somebody. Who's home? The Titans. Titans are at home. I'm gonna give it Titans just because they're at home, man. Neither team is good. Neither team's impressive. Titans. That's all I gotta say. Vikings, Patriots. This is going to be a good game. This is another game of the week. I'm doing Dante. I'm gonna have like fucking 5 games of the week. Vikings and Patriots, game of the week with the Browns and Texans. This is going to be a good game because the Vikings can play in the cold. Well, they could, but now they're in a dome. But the Patriots are at home. The Patriots don't lose in Foxborough. Oh, but I think it's gonna be closer than people think. Trying to think, man. This is honestly a good. Oh, there he goes. Everybody, say hello to Dante, man. He has joined the fucking group. He has joined the show. When 43 minutes in, he's finally joined the show. I try to get this man to join when the show started, but hey, it is what it is. He didn't send me his predictions either through a text message. So if you want to put your predictions on the comment section, Dante, go for it if you're watching still. But I'm doing the predictions now. Vikings and Patriots, man. This is going to be a fucking good game, man. I'm excited for this game. Man, the fucking Patriots do not lose in Foxborough, so it's tough, man. They really don't lose in Foxborough. I'm going to go the Patriots. I think it's going to be a very close game. I'm thinking like 21-24. It's going to be very close, but I'm going to go with the Patriots just because they're at home. Let's see. 49ers, Seahawks. I'm going Seahawks. I'm not even going to talk about it. Seahawks are definitely better than the 49ers. Okay. Chargers, Steelers. Again, I'm pulling a Dante move. Game of the week. This is the 3rd game of the week. This is going to be a very good. Maybe. I take that back because Gordon is out. He has a strained MCL. He's on my fantasy team. Fuck that, man. It hurts me, but I picked up the new starter for the Chiefs. So hopefully he picks up where Gordon left off. I think because Gordon is out, I'm gonna give it to the Steelers. Gordon was like 30% of their fucking offense, man. That's really gonna hurt the Chargers. Redskins, the Eagles. Who's at home? I think I'm gonna go off of that. Honestly, Redskins. I'm going Eagles. Um, Redskins. Colt McCoy is not gonna get it done. That's just that. And that is that as far as the predictions. Um, I'm gonna close it out with something we usually don't do. We don't do a lot of. Um, I'm gonna go to boxing. There's a big fight tonight. Wilder versus Fury. They're both undefeated. Wilder is 40-0. He's got 39 knockouts. That's fucking ridiculous. 39 knockouts. And Fury is 27-0 with 19 knockouts. I've never been a fan of Wilder as long as he's been boxing. Man, he just seems so reckless and just so wild. With his punches, man, it's just if you watch his fight, man, I swear he's just throwing from the back of his soul, like he's throwing some bullshit. And this motherfucker fucks people up. But I've never been a fan of Wilder, man. I just don't like him. But Fury, I don't think Fury's any better. I don't think Fury's ever fought anybody anywhere near the extent of Wilder. So I'm gonna go Wilder knockout. I'm gonna go 4th round knockout for Wilder. Mark it in the books, people. I'm gonna write it down. 4th round. Honestly, I feel like 3rd, but I'm gonna go 4th round knockout. Wilder. Fury is just a big old like Sasquatch looking dude. And I honestly don't even know how he's undefeated. I just don't think he's fought anybody. I think Wilder is just gonna whoop his ass, to be honest with you. And that's it, basically. That's the show. I'm gonna leave it up for like 2 minutes. I'm not even gonna do we usually hold it for 10. I'm gonna do like 2 minutes. I'm gonna hold it open on the YouTube and the Facebook for the questions. For the podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Like I said, we apologize. Dante's out with a little bit of pain this week. He'll be back next show. I don't care if he's in pain next week. He's going to be back. Mark my fucking words. I'm not going to let that motherfucker sit out another episode because this wasn't tough as shit, but it was tough enough because I had to talk the whole entire fucking 47 minutes. So Dante will be back next week for the podcast. This is Black and White Just Sports. I'm Pat. Dante's out. We'll see you next week. Thanks. Thanks for listening. All right, for the YouTubers and the Facebook people, my fucking background fell apart a little bit. I'm going to do this. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. That's not that. There we go. So you can't really see it. But I'm going to leave it open. Like I said, 2 minutes, man. I've had to do this show by myself. It's not terrible. But I'll leave it open like 2 minutes for questions. People have been in and out. So yeah, we'll leave it open 2 minutes for questions, man. And I'm going to call it a night. I'm kind of tired and I want to get ready for this fight. Plus, I want to check out the O State and Clemson game. Clemson looks like they were whooping the fucking Pittsburgh's ass. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Let me refresh this. Anybody that's still watching on Facebook and YouTube, I'll give you a quick update. Clemson 14-3 over Pittsburgh, and Ohio State is beating Northwestern 14-7. That's still the first quarter? Shit. Both those games are still the first quarter, so we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'll hold it open for like a minute or two more, and I'm going to call it a night. And we'll get back with you next week when Dante doesn't feel like crying about some back pain. Let's see. Okay. Look at my phone while I'm going to let it go to 50 and I'm going to call it a night, people. So, Cream Hunt, hold your head. Yeah, Dante, he's done for the season, man. He'll be back next year. Don't worry. It's all right. He'll be back next year. His career's not done, but his season is. So, all right, what shit? How about them Cowboys? Yes, Dante. Yes, I'm glad you showed up to the last minute of the show. But I talked about the Cowboys. I was excited about them. How about them Cowboys? They won. They beat the Saints. Yes. Next time, show up to the show earlier, okay? If you're not going to be on the show, show up to it earlier. I have to fight you. That being said, like I said, man, I'm not waiting too long tonight, man. It's been a long as episode for me talking the whole 50 minutes. So with that being said, man, for the YouTubers, subscribe. Well, not for the YouTubers because the YouTubers already subscribed. For my Facebook group friends, my Facebook friends, all you guys, go to YouTube, please. I'm basically begging at this point. Just go to YouTube, subscribe. You don't have to watch every episode, but just let us get some subscribers, okay? And we need to build this brand, and we need your help. We can't build this brand without you guys. You guys are a very big part of our brand. So go to YouTube, Black and White Just Sports, and subscribe. We appreciate your help. Like I said, was it Twitter, Black and White Just Sports, Instagram, Black and White Just Sports, Facebook, Black and White Just Sports, YouTube, Black and White Just Sports. I already said the podcasts are also, they already know who they are. With that being said, Dante will be back next episode. I guarantee it. I don't care if I have to carry his little lanky ass in here and feed him Tylenol and ibuprofen so he can sit in the chair. But he'll be back with his ridiculous, comments in loud voice next week. But folks, with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, and please share, okay? With that being said, this is Black and White Sports. I'm Pat. Dante's commenting. We'll see y'all next episode. Peace out, everybody.